Hi viewers, welcome to the fifth lesson of our online lessons. In today's lesson, I shall be taking you through the enforcement of Commission of Inquiry decisions in Sierra Leone. Today's lesson is geared towards achieving four objectives. The first is for you to know the appointment and powers of the Commission of Inquiry. The second is for you to understand the nature of the punishment it imposes. The third is for you to know the manner in which the reports of the said Commission of Inquiry are published. And the last objective is for you to know the manner in which the punishments are enforced. Now, to the appointment and powers of Commission of Inquiry. The Commission of Inquiry is appointed by the President through constitutional instrument, which is a document as authorized by the Constitution, which carries the force of law, just like statutory instruments, which are developed by ministers as authorized by statute. And he does this on the advice of his cabinet or parliament. And this is authorized or captured under Section 147 of the 1991 Constitution. The Commission of Inquiry has powers, rights, and privileges as vested in the High Court of Justice or a judge to enforce the attendance and examination of witnesses, compel the production of evidence, and the issuance of requests to examine witnesses abroad. So these rights, privileges, and powers also cover the immunity High Court judges enjoy against legal action in the performance of their duties. Now, to the nature of punishment imposed by the Commission of Inquiry. There are certain offenses recognized under the Commission of Inquiry Act, Cap 54, and one of these is perjury. Perjury is committed under this act when one gives false evidence and is liable to be prosecuted and punished accordingly. In such situation, the prosecution will then be a matter for the Attorney General and Director of Prosecutions to refer a charge against the accused, who will be tried by the High Court accordingly. So in other words, that though the offense of perjury is provided under the said act, the Commission of Inquiry cannot solely or independently execute punishment for committing perjury. It has to go through the desk of the Attorney General and Director of Prosecutions, as recognized in the case of Attorney General against Camara 1992. Now, there is another offense also, which is unpermitted leave, refusal to produce information, and willful insult of commissioners and interruption of proceedings rather. So this is also another offense recognized under Section 12, subsection 2 of the said Commission of Inquiry Act, Cap 54. However, the Commission of Inquiry, which has a jurisdiction equivalent to that of the High Court, has the power to impose summary conviction. In other words, it has the exclusive jurisdiction or competence to impose punishment for unpermitted leave, refusal to produce information, willful insult, or interruption of the proceedings of the court. Now, to the publication of Commission of Inquiry report. The President publishes Commission of Inquiry report together with a white paper within 6 months from date of submission of the report. So who publishes it? The President publishes it. And this is captured under Section 149, subsection 2 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone. Now, the President can also issue a statement by giving reasons for the non-publication of report, as captured under Section 149, subsection 3. So if, in the opinion of the President, the said Commission of Inquiry report ought not to be published, he has to give reasons through a statement that this Commission of Inquiry report ought not to be published. Now, to the enforcement of the punishment imposed by the Commission of Inquiry. Now, this issue of enforcing punishment by the Commission of Inquiry arose in the case of Estate Cisse against Attorney General and Minister of Justice, 2007. Now, there are certain observations made by the court, and one is that where The adverse findings of the Commission may result in penalty, forfeiture, or loss of status. The report of the Commission of Inquiry shall be considered a judgment of the High Court, which is subject to appeal, as captured under Section 149, subsection 4 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone. So, in other words, that if any of the findings are capable of giving rise to a penalty or punishment that leads to forfeiture of assets or loss of status, it automatically becomes a judgment of the normal court, High Court of Sierra Leone. And that judgment is subject to appeal. So that also means that if the findings are not capable of giving rise to a penalty of forfeiture or loss of status, then there is a high likelihood that such findings does not or do not constitute a judgment of the normal High Court of Sierra Leone. Now, the president may, on the advice of his cabinet, make an order for forfeiting to the government all or any part of assets held by persons, whether in their name or not. So, the president does so on the advice of his cabinet by making an order for the forfeiture of such. And this is captured under Section 7, subsection 2 of the Commission of Inquiry Act as amended 1982. Now, the president can also, upon receipt of such report, which to him appears to have persons in unlawful possession of assets, may, on the advice of cabinet, order such persons to make good such financial loss or forfeiture of such asset. So there is an alternative of making good the wrongs committed by persons who have been convicted by the Commission of Inquiry. The alternative is giving back what you have stolen, or giving back or curing where you went wrong. And this is captured under Section 7, subsection 2 and 3 of the Commission of Inquiry Act as amended. And the High Court can also give full effect to the execution of the orders through an application to be filed by the Attorney General. So, in conclusion, though the President has an involvement in the execution of the recommendations or findings of the Commission of Inquiry report, it is eventually executed through the desk of the Attorney General to be filed before the High Court, which makes such orders for it to be effectively executed. Thank you for watching. I'll be right back next time. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also follow us on Facebook to like our page. Thank you.